Okay, so good morning, everyone. It's very early in the morning. It's actually 6 a.m. here. It's at the time of recording this, at the time of recording this video. So, now, basically, today we're going to be talking about how to create a custom audience or a lookalike audience. I know from our previous video, we talked about how to use this audience to do an audience insight research. But now we want to create a custom audience or a lookalike audience. So there's a custom audience and this is a lookalike audience. So basically, if you ask yourself what a custom audience is, so you can just read through. So custom audience are people that have already shown interest in your business. They've probably been part of your leads, they've visited your website and all that. So you want to take those people and tell Facebook, these are the people I want to show my ads to. Probably you want to give them another offer or whatever purpose you want to do it for. You get, or probably they've been leads, but you want to now reach out to them with an offer. You get, so it depends on you and what you are looking out for. You get, so that's what a custom audience is. Then we also have the lookalike audience. So basically, the lookalike audience is an audience that looks like a certain kind of audience you've had before. So um, you have a custom audience already, and you want to now create an audience that looks like it. So you want to reach out to new customers, but you want customers that will be most likely inclined to get your offer, patronize your services, or you get or associate with your brand. So who best to reach out to other than people that look like persons that are already patronizing your brand? I don't know if you understand. So you just get a list of people that are already your audience. So you can actually do that from your list of people that's already your audience, and then tell Facebook, please create an audience that looks like this audience. Yes, that's what a lookalike audience. So while a custom audience is reaching out to people that have already connected with your brand before, so you can actually do that from your website traffic, or from your contact list, or even there are ways which you can extract numbers from a group. So if you have a WhatsApp group, multiple WhatsApp group, you can actually extract the numbers, create them in an Excel format, and then you upload it. So I'm going to do all that before the end of this module. I'm going to do all that before the end of this module. Okay, so we're going to go right into the practical aspect of this. So we're going to be creating a custom audience. So this video, we're going to be creating a custom audience from our website. Yes, we're going to be creating a custom audience for our website. Remember, we installed the data set from our previous videos. We installed data set from our previous videos. So that data set actually gives us information. Remember, I told you that the purpose of data set or Pixel is you connect your Facebook Business Manager to your website so that every activity happening on your website can be tracked by Facebook. As a result of that, we can actually collect data from our website now on Facebook and use them to create a custom audience, probably to reach out to people um, that have gone to our website before. We want to reach out to them, tell them we have an offer for you. You can create a custom audience, or basically that's just how it works. So let's just go right into it. So if you don't know how to get here, I believe that from the previous videos I talked about how to get here, but I will just redo that for those who may not remember. So I'll go back to our business settings. So once I go back to our business settings, then I will go back to the audience again. So this is just for the purpose of those who do not remember how to get here. So let's just go back. Okay, let's go back to our business setting. Let's go back to our business setting because this may be where most persons will be familiar with. They will now go back to audience over again. Okay, so from our business settings, remember, come here, you click on audience, or however you've been doing it if you have the new business setting interface, so you come to audience. Once you come to audience, let me put this on this expand easy ad account where I have no audience already. You get, so there are options actually. You get, but just the reason why I'm using this account is because this is most likely what you are going to see since you've never created an audience before. When you come to your audience, this is what you are going to see. You can easily change the ad accounts. If you have multiple ad accounts here, you can see that there are two ad accounts here. Change the ad accounts to the one you want. So once you are creating, it's very important that you are very specific with the ad account you are using. So if the ad account you are using you want to use to run your ad, the ad account you are funded is you should not go and start creating a custom audience on ad account B. It's very important you know that. But for those of you who are new, it's going to be one, probably you have the ability to create just one single ad account, so you may not necessarily have that problem. Okay, so as long as you setting the business manager you've selected is a business manager that you are using, you will not have that problem. Okay, so now we come here to creating a custom audience. So I hope you can see my mouse, see it here, create a custom audience. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a custom audience from website. So we click on website here. Once you click on website, we click on next. Okay, now before I click on next, so these are the various sources when you want to create a custom audience. You can create from website. If you have an app that's already linked, you can create from your app, your catalog, customer list. This is if you have a personal customer list. So let me do this from here. Okay, so if you have a customer list, you see, create an audience by uploading a list of customers who've interacted with your business. Information in this list is hashed into anonymized code before it reaches Meta. You get, so they are still trying to tell you that when you even upload your customer list, Meta is not going to necessarily have the data. You understand? That's your customer's contact. They find a way to encode it. That's just basically how it works. We get an offline activities and all that. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be sticking with the website and customer list. All these other forms. There's also lead forms here. But at the end of the day, things will get easier for you. You get, so just use these two. This video I'll talk about website. The next video will also talk about customer list because we are looking at the most options that people are going to use, especially for the this training. So for most persons, they will have their customer list or they would have from their website. So whichever one you're using, that's why we're covering this too broadly. But at the end of the day, you can easily use any of this. You get once the information you got from here, you understand. So, but if you have further questions, there will also be room for you to ask questions. So next, we click on website. Next, we'll click on next. Once we click on next, so we have various pixel sources. This was the Expand Easy tutorial data set that we created. So let's say this is it, but just that there's no data on Expand Easy tutorial data set, right? We get because we just created it. But on the Keras pixel, for example, we have. So I'm going to be using where we already have data. So basically, you would have for you to create a custom audience, it means that using website, it means that you may have been driving traffic to your website before, and these people you have been driving to your website are the kind of people that you are looking for. So on the event, am I looking for all website visitors? No, because I've been gathering leads for over time now. So I want to use leads. So audience retention. So audience retention here shows that the number of days that you want your account center to remain in your audience after meeting the website traffic criteria that you specified. Again, so probably if I put it in 30, so people that are within 30 days that are, they are going to be my audience within 30 days. So I want to see how much I can retain them. So 180 days. So anybody that has been in my list or that have been part of my list or that joined been my lead for like 180 days. So I want to just keep them for like 180 days. That's the audience retention. That's how long I want to retain the audience for, like that. Again, so if I'm by URL, no, I'm not going to do any of all this now. So you can decide to, then let's go to audience name. So how do I want to name it? So website leads. One thing you should understand is that you cannot run traffic to a new website. Oh. Like you cannot say, sir, you cannot, that's not what I was trying to say is that you cannot create a custom audience from a website you have not run traffic to. So you have to have run traffic to that particular website so that at least you'll be able to um, it's from the data from the traffic. That's what you are getting your result from. So creating a custom audience, like why I did not use Expand Easy tutorial data set was because we have not used Expand Easy tutorial data set to accumulate any data. So any custom audience I'm creating is going to be equivalent to zero. It's not giving me a result. But for this particular data set, I have already used it. Do you understand? So before you decide to create a custom audience, you create a custom audience from an already existing database. Do you get from an already existing? So there has to be customers already existing before you can now create a custom audience based on them. I hope you find that easy to understand. You get, so I'll say leads from my website with 180 days retention. You get, so I come in, I click on um, so once I click on this, I've been able to successfully create the audience. You can see it. The name is website leads, audience name, estimated audience size not available. We get, so that's that. That's that. So as you can actually see here, again, so I can edit, I can create ad, I can create a lookalike audience from this custom audience. If you click on actions here, you get. So if I want to create a lookalike audience from this particular custom audience, I come here to click on what? Create lookalike audience. Do you get? So if I click on create lookalike here, I can now come here. So it's asking me to existing database. So I can just type website leads. Okay, let's see. If I go to website leads, other sources. So value-based sources, other sources. So if I want to create based on a custom audience I've created, I'll use other sources. So I'll select website leads. After selecting website leads, so I want to select the audience that I'm trying to create a lookalike for the target location. So obviously, if I'm running the ads to Nigeria, I would type Nigeria. You get if I'm running the ad to Nigeria, I will type Nigeria. But if I were to be running the ad to another country like Ghana or wherever I want to run, so I want to create it for the various countries, I'll type, okay, I want Ghana. So what country are we looking at to get? Or if I'm saying South Africa, so whatever country I'm running that to, so I'll just select the location for it. So here I'll come to select the audience size, number of lookalike audiences. So you can see there's a 1%. 1% means the closer, the smaller the percentage means that the closer the similarities to your current audience you get. So I'm creating a lookalike audience. So I want to look at the closer the similarity, obviously the smaller the data, the smaller the numbers will be. So you can see if it's 1%, we have 578.1K, but if you increase it to 2%, that we have like 1.2 million, which is double of this thing. But then the similarities are disparate a bit. It means that it's becoming broader. So 1% lookalike consists of people that are most similar to your lookalike audience source. Increasing the percentage creates a bigger, broader audience where the similarities will be reducing. Do you get? So that's just basically what this part is. That's just basically what this part is. So you can actually decide to create lookalike audience for 1%. You can actually decide to say, okay, I want to make it 2%. But based on similarity level, you can decide to say, okay, 1% and all that. So you can even see the number of lookalike audience you want to create. You can create 2 lookalike audiences. Do you understand? So you want to create from this to 0 to 1 and from 1% to 2%. Do you get? So this is one lookalike and this is another lookalike. So you can create multiple lookalike audiences. I can decide to increase this. You get? So one of the lookalike audiences from 0 to 1%, and the other one from 1% to 2%. So it depends on you can say from 0 to 2% will be one audience, then 2% to 3%. So it depends on what you want to do here. So naturally, you can just say, okay, I want to create just one lookalike audience from this particular custom audience that we have. And then once I do that, so let's just say 1% here. Okay, so please always still try to read more on anything that you're doing, read more, get better understanding. This video is to guide you, to teach you how to do majority of these things. Okay, but still, if you want to get better, just like in any academic system, you must also still try as much as possible to read what you can. Do you get? So read more, learn more, ask questions. We are going to always provide an active means to ask questions within the time frame that you be given for the training. Again, then we click on create audience. So we click on create audience. So to create audience here, we have already succeeded in creating our lookalike audience. So we have our website leads, and then we have our lookalike 1% Nigerian audience of website lead. So this is a way to actually create a custom audience or create a lookalike audience. So at the end of the day, you can also decide to create a lookalike audience from. So if I come here now, let me make this more visible again. So we can decide to actually create a lookalike audience from our data source itself. So instead of selecting this thing, we can just select the pixel directly. Once you select the pixel, once you select the pixel directly, we can now say, okay, on website, we can decide to say that events with value, like that. Then we can create our lookalike audience directly from here. Again, so set the location, Nigeria, for example. Again, so here we created it directly from the pixel. But normally, what I recommend, create the custom audience if you want to use a pixel. Create the custom audience from the custom audience you are creating. You create the lookalike audience. You understand? So it's always better that way. Then here now, once I come here now, I cannot decide to click on create audience, but I'm not going to be doing that for this purpose. So here we've been able to succeed. So we now have to, so if we're setting up our ads, We can decide to use a custom audience, or we can decide to use the lookalike audience you get. So it now depends on what you hope to achieve in your ads you get. So that will be determined by the objective of your ad at the end of the day. I hope you're able to get the most from it. So on the next video, we're going to talk about how to use a customer list. I'm going to show you um, how to extract your contact from your WhatsApp group, how to extract contact from your WhatsApp group, and then how to use it to create a customer list and create a custom audience here on Facebook. Then we'll be done with this module. After which we'll give you a series of tasks for you to perform based on all what you'll be learning from module 1 to module 3. So see you on the next video. Have a wonderful time.